Hey guys, Albe here. So I got myself a spare set of wheels. Now, I got them on eBay, so they came as they came. So in this episode, what I'm gonna do is take off the tires, check the spokes, make sure that all the spokes are tied properly, none of them is loose, then add the ABS ring, add the brake rotors, and call it a day. And then on next episode, we'll put new tires on it, or newer tires on it, but let's just get into it. So first thing first, I'm gonna get the valve stem out and let all the air inside the tire out. There is not much air into it, the tire is pretty flat, but even a little bit of air is gonna make it harder to remove the tire from the rim itself. So here it is. This little thing just let all the air out. Now let's put this in a safe place. Safe place. Okay, let's do the same to the next tire too. Second valve stem out. So now that the valve stems are out, I'm gonna take the wheel, put it on the ground and remove the tire from the rim. To assist with this operation, I have a vise in my garage. So I'm gonna try something I never tried before. I'm gonna actually try to squeeze the tire through the vise and see if it makes it easier to break the bead around. So. Now it looks like those tires have been on those rims for a while. It almost feels like the rubber from the tire kind of glued itself on the rim. That's probably how long those have been there. But let's get this tire on the ground and let's pull it off the rim. To remove the tire from the rim, there are a few things I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use those two things to protect the rim from scratches, and I'm gonna use tire irons. So let's get going. And done. That was quite a workout. I made myself this make lever thingy because the rear tire doesn't fit inside the vise. Let's hope that this works. See how it goes. Not a scientific method. Wow. Okay. But whoa. So, giant piece of wood usually does it. Try to carry this in your adventure kit. Time to try to get this tire off of this rim. Good luck to me. Done. Okay, now that we got the tires off the rim, I can go ahead and install the brake discs and the ABS ring. So let's get going. To identify the rotation of the bike, you can look over here. There is a arrow that points forward. So this is the left side, and this is the rotation. So first and foremost, the ABS ring is on the outside of the rotor disc. And let's put it in. After that, the other component we need to put in, it's the ABS ring. So same thing with the ABS ring. Now there is one thing I like to do, and it's to buy OEM bolts when it comes to pretty much tires or anything that could actually send me flying unwillingly. So I bought brand new bolts for the disc. Time to move on to the other side. Get a new brake disc. And this one doesn't have the ABS ring on it, so we'll just put it on. Brake disc number 2, install. So another thing you can do at this point is to actually get your tire iron and check if the rim is actually straight. Get the tire iron and then give the tire a spin. So it seems to be about 1 millimeter off. 1 millimeter is not that much. So rather than mess with it, I'm just gonna let it be as it is. So before you call it a day on the front wheel, it might be a good idea to check the spokes. Get a reference point and just tap on the spokes. They need to sound pretty much all the same. Mind you, you don't have to be a musician. It's not that big of a deal if they're not the exact same pitch, but if when you tap you get a dull sound, you get a 1/4 inch wrench or a spoke wrench, which would be even better, and you just give it a tight and make sure that it's just nice and crisp. So the front rim is complete. It's time to move on now to the rear rim. When it comes to the rear rim, the only thing we need to do is to add the rotor disc and the ABS ring on one side only. Now in this case, the actual ABS ring goes on the inside, so we need to put on first. The rear wheel is gonna get brand new OEM BMW bolts as well. Time to put on the disc on the rear as well. The part with the recess goes towards the outside because that's where the bolt sit in. Just like for the front tire, it might be worth at this point to grab a wrench and check the spokes. So I'm gonna check that the rim is true as well. So give it a spin. The rear rim turns out is straighter than the front rim. Rear rim is done. So we're done for today. Both rims are ready to have brand new tires installed on them. Now, I don't know if it's gonna really be brand new tires. I'm most likely gonna use what I already have around the garage, but that is for another episode. Now, if you guys have seen that I left something out of it, or more so, if you guys have noticed that I made a mistake, please leave a comment down below. Let the other guys know what not to do. As always, if you like the video, like. If you love the video, subscribe. Well, dirt on, and I'll see you next time.